How do online consultations work? So talking about the consultations, usually the clinic has a process which is coordinated by Chris. And when the patient gets in touch to schedule an appointment, she sends a welcome message explaining how everything works. We have the option to do the consultation through one of these platforms like Zoom or Google Meet or via WhatsApp. It turns out that most patients end up choosing to have the consultation through WhatsApp. Then the patient schedules the appointment and we have something like a pre-consultation protocol. We send this protocol for the patients to answer, where we ask if they've had any surgeries, if they've had any allergies, any complications, if they have any health issues like high blood pressure or diabetes, whether she smokes or has ever smoked, if she uses birth control or hormone replacement therapy, and so on. It's like an anamnesis that the patient has to fill out so I can have at least a basic idea of her health status, what surgeries she intends to have, what bothers her, and what she wants to improve. So that is like an X-ray of the patient who is going to have the consultation. And of course, we ask for focus. So usually I ask for photos. Chris sends a little protocol on how the photos should be taken, what angle the photo should be taken from. I always ask for a photo of the patient from 10 years earlier. So if the patient is 50, I ask for a photo from when she was 40. And the photo from 10 years earlier helps me understand how aging has affected, how aging has happened for the patient. And this helps me to understand what I need to do to help the patient improve that sign of aging and to have a more assertive surgical plan. So usually I look at the medical history and the photos, I evaluate them before calling the patient in for the consultation. I take about 10 minutes beforehand to look over everything, make some notes. I still really like to scribble on paper. I have a little system that I always doodle on while I'm consulting with patients to jot things down, to write down the most important things. Then I call the patient in and we start talking. The consultation lasts on average from 40 minutes to an hour. And when the consultation ends, I usually explain how the surgery part works. Because online allows me to see patients remotely, but all surgeries are performed here in Criciúma. So the patient will have to come here and have the surgery in person. And then after the procedure, once the patient returns to their hometown, I usually do the follow-ups. I give the patient guidance, explaining the step-by-step process, what to do and how to do it. And it has worked very well. We've been doing this for 5 years now. So it's a method that is safe to do. Of course, there are details that we can only really confirm and say, no, we won't do it this way. Only after I see the patient, but let's say that the main steps, the procedures that will need to be done, I can determine by talking to the patient and analyzing the photos. So we end up learning from the experience we've gained. I've been running my practice for almost 20 years now, and over time we accumulate experience and learn how we need to assess and organize everything with the patient. So I believe that online consultations are an extremely useful tool. We just need to know, usually for each specialist, how to best organize things so we can collect the important information and understand how we can help the patient who comes to us. So that's my perspective. That's how things work here at the practice. I wish everyone an excellent week and see you next Monday.